just like the sound of it.
Man, I can't come down, it's only up from here. I can shake this hair off, yeah, I know it's real. When I'm seeing two people tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. I'm fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. I'm fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. Yeah. Come on, Jesus Christ, tell me what's the deal.
I just like the
I'm
sound.
feeling kinda dizzy, and ain't pop the pill. I'm high on cloud nine, and I'm feeling fine. And ain't the only one who want it, no copper dime. I'm feeling faded, and it feel real good to me. What's the secret? Tell me what you do to me. I'm high in the spirit, feeling real woozy. I'm feeling like David, tell him get
I'm high though, off that Christ though, going psycho. I run around doing cartwheels like a hypo. You feeling me? Don't be killing me. You're illing me. Demons on my back, yeah, they be drilling me. I tell you 3 times like a trilogy. Eating up his word and give me energy. Tell the filthy devil, get up off of me. Say you gotta pay, ain't nothing for free.
I can't come down, it's only up from here. I can shake this hair off, yeah, I know it's real. When I'm seeing two people tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. I'm fading in the spirit.
Yeah,
My
this
vision
is kinda blurry.
I'm
Feeling kinda woozy.
I'm fading in the spirit.
Yeah,
My
this is
vision
kinda blurry.
I'm
Feeling kinda woozy.
yeah.
In between the top spot is up for grabs, bro.
I just like the sound.
Mid was native, so I never lack. Got my numbers up like Chicago be doing with the tax, though. Hype it, I ain't smoking on the wax, yeah. Man, I can't deny it, got a sober mind, yeah. Fire in my eyes, different kind of high. Mask off, Mick Foley, I'm a Russell with the trophies. Low-key Kobe, wave emojis till I get a flood of rolling, yeah. All of my homies, they flex, yeah. I'm still when I throw up the set, and then they invested a check and I came out of prayer, you see the effects. Educated and intelligent, baby, I'm solid, but can't get ahead of it. Homie, it's evident, I got the evidence, looking for presidents, up the veterans. You see all the demons had him up against. Jesus came to my defense. Highly favored, they don't need to choose me. Make us sway with the vibes, that's a movement.
I can't come down, it's only up from here. I can shake this hair off, yeah, I know it's real. When I'm seeing two people tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. I'm fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. I'm fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. Yeah.
I just like the sound of it.
I shouldn't be laughing, but don't be scared now.
Yeah.
You put them back in that office, so guess what? You get what you deserve. You
Okay.
know?
So the press.
Now the ones that didn't vote for him and stuff, everybody doing pulling together, locking hand to hand, arm to arm, and providing that 4B movement together. And I'm down.
Listen, there's a lot of women. Thank you, everybody. Hey, Lady Sass. Hey, Chaz124. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. This is the VETTE GREEN Show. We're just going to come. We're pulling up for just about an hour because make sure you stay tuned to Green Links Media. The morning show podcast will be coming up at 10 a.m. So make sure you have subscribed to Green Links Media. Again, the morning show podcast will be coming up at 10 a.m. We're just coming here on the VETTE GREEN Show for just a few minutes just to talk about this 4B movement because I thought it's worth the conversation. Right, sis? It's worth the conversation. We have people in the chat over here on TikTok already saying that I said yes. So let's talk about what this 4B movement is because it actually started in South Korea, everybody, back in, I believe, 2019. So you can do an internet search. 4B is a radical feminist movement, which is purported to have originated in South Korea around 2019, everybody. It's saying, and some of what 4B stands for is that they're saying, you know what, because now this is being adopted in the U.S. by some women, based on, hey, Devajna, hey, Unique, based on the election that was just held here in the U.S. Because Donald Trump has won, some women are saying, you know what? You want to take our rights away? You know what? We're going to take our power back, and we're going to refuse to date men for the next 4 years. We're going to refuse to get married for the next 4 years. Some women have even gone as far to say, we aren't even going to sleep with these men, okay? And I definitely don't want your babies. So let's talk about the 4B movement, everybody. I see some people are in here. Maddie Cakes, we are talking about the 4B movement. Sis Danielle, what do you think about the 4B movement? Do you think that some of these women, I mean, it is our right to say yes or no. Do you think that this is too much? That this is too much, or do you think that, you know what, this is what people get? This is what they get. I see there's some men in the chat talking about, thank goodness y'all finally leaving us alone. Well, soda. Thank you for pulling up. Soda said he tired of us bothering him, and you glad we leaving you alone. Well, Soda, I don't know what's going on with you that you want women to leave you alone, but that's between you and whatever that's between. So, sis, what do you think about 4B? Do you think that this is too radical? Do you think that women are taking it too far, or what's your thoughts on it?
I don't think that women is taking it far at all. It's called tough love only because we have voices, we have rights, and our rights are being taken away tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, for the people that voted for him, they should be ashamed of themselves because they know. Think back to 2016 when he did that insurrection. Think about before that, think about the government shutdown that he did.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody lost their new houses, their new cars. They lost practically everything, even their mind.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Some committed suicide. So, and it's not to say this to be mean, but those people that voted for him, they get what they deserve only because you knew the rhetorics that he's gonna put against us.
Mm.
We all got sons and daughters.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
That gotta suffer. And who is this man to tell us what to do with our body?
Well, he's definitely trying to. And the people that, so right now, everyone, you know, you can do an internet search to see what states the ABOR do not allow the ABOR word. Because right now there's about 24 states that have banned or severely restricted access to the ABOR. So that means even women who need to have this procedure done for risk of sepsis because the fetus is no longer viable, in those states, it's not available to them, Sarah Pinto. We are talking about the 4B movement, Sarah Pinto. Hello, Joanne from Massachusetts. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shaquan said, yes, the 4B movement. 420 Yadi, Lori Michael, thank you so much. Good morning again, Cindy 420. Thank you so much for joining us today. Jennifer Daniel said it's the 4B for me. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
They're saying that it's the 4B me. It's 4B to me. Nana said the only reason South Korea has any rights is because ours are sold. So Frank is saying, what percentage is that? Just think of just think of not washing men's underclothes. Cindy 420 said, oh, you're talking about the grandest of risings to you, Bam Fam. Yeah, that new track from Prince Killer is fire. And you know when Christmas time rolls around, we gonna be putting that cider and Hennessy back on. We are talking about the music that we be playing here. So what I'm going to do, everybody, is I am going to play a quick video just highlighting some of this 4B movement, just to give you all an idea of what it is that we are talking about. So let me just get in here and highlight it, everybody. And also I want to do this. Let me see if I can do this to put this up. because I don't want it to get struck down, everybody. And as we are coming in, as you all are coming in, let me know where you are coming in from. Like, where are you tuning in from? So let's talk about this 4B movement.
In the wake of Donald Trump's historic win, there's a new movement sweeping America. Disappointed women are actually swearing off men.
There's no way I am letting any man near me for the next few years.
They're saying no to dating, no to marriage, no to sex.
Celibacy, at least to me, isn't that hard.
And no to having children.
Like so many other women in America who have been considering trying to get pregnant, I woke up today and said, nope, not anymore.
This woman is actually shaving her head in protest. It's being called.
So as you all can see, there's several ways that women are taking their power back and saying, you know what? No, for the next 4 years. They're saying no for the next 4 years. Frank is asking what percentage is that? Sarah says she's happy to. Okay. Hey, Oklahoma. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Jennifer is saying, oh, still 4B for me. Hey, Kansas, I see you up there. Let me up, Nick Vern said. Sending love from Baltimore. Hey, Taurus girl. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure you share this live. Let everyone know that you are tuned into the Vette Green Show. We are normally here every Monday through Friday, beginning at 9 a.m. And while you are down there, Bamboo Bandit, make sure you hit the subscribe button for Green Links Media. You can hit the link on to the YouTube channel right in our bio. Bamboo Bandit said, I don't think we should be shaving our heads. However, if they want us to keep our legs closed, heard loud and clear. So let's continue on with this video.
The 4B movement, and women are taking to social media declaring their allegiance. The 4B movement was actually started by women in South Korea back in 2019 as part of their version of the Me Too movement. The number 4 refers to dating, marriage, sex, and children.
This movement.
Hey, Teresa, grand rising to you, grand rising, everybody. Hey, human nature, come on in. Teresa said, no one cares. Well, sweetheart, why are you here? Come on, Jennifer Daniel. Taurus girl said, just followed you. That is what I'm talking about. Hey, Tamika Bates, grand rising, everyone. While you are here, I just want to let it be known that this is the Vette Green Show and all opinions are welcome, but you have to be respectful. We don't care what it is. Grand rising to you, Rachel Gary. Will be on the show coming up this month, Rachel. So make sure you are also following Rachel Gary if you are over here on Facebook, everybody. So this movement is real, okay? This movement is real. Teresa said you came to get a good laugh. Well, I hope we give you a good laugh, Teresa. Thank you for coming here. You know what, Teresa? Go ahead and share this live with some of your cohorts, so they can get a good laugh as well. Taurus girl said grand rising. Nick Vern said, look at James Langford's hearing talking about rhetoric about the A word, everybody. Rose said, what is the pinpoint of this movement? I'd like to know. Well, Rose, you actually just missed the video that we were playing. But you know what, Rose? I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to play a little bit more just so you can get a better understanding of what brought you here today. So let me get back to this, everybody, and we're going to play a little bit more of this. Let me back it up for Rose. Rose, make sure you stay on. You are so welcome.
This movement's way more important now than ever.
26-year-old Alexa Vargas joined the movement 2 years ago and expects a surge of interest in the wake of the Trump victory. So you, in 2022, swore off dating forever.
Not forever. We're not going to settle for low-value men that don't respect us anymore.
But lots of women are mocking the no marriage, no sex movement.
Wait, that woman was cutting her hair off? Oh, bold.
Wild. The fact that these crazos are out here, they're like, we're not touching men. I hope that means more for me.
Well, the movement has started, and people here, women here in the U.S. are starting to get on board. And I'm sure, hey, little black dog, I'm sure that there is reasoning why they are doing this. Because, again, especially with this particular election, it feels as if women have been disrespected. It feels as if there's just no respect, because why would someone want to vote for someone who does not care? And
Yes.
America spoke. America spoke, sis. America spoke. And it does seem that, you know, at the end of the day, Little Black Dog and Miss Queen Bee, that there is a lack of respect. Miss Queen Baby said now they can focus more on the kids they already had instead of unaliving the ones that they don't. Well, Miss Queen Baby, thank you so much for your input. The floor guy said, ah, ha, ha, ha. You know, we're going to get a little bit of everything on here. Ricardo Rivera said 168 women live in the U.S., most of which voted for Trump. Trust me, we still have options. You are right, Ricardo Rivera. Do you also realize, Ricardo, that a lot of people voted against their best interest because of their pockets, I believe. And I also believe that there's a masculinity aspect to this and why so many people voted for the man instead of the woman. See, you much rather have, Ricardo, I'm assuming, a male running this country that may potentially put this country at greater harm than a woman who may potentially fix the issue. You know,
Yes.
we can't sit here, Danielle, and act like this is not a male-dominated society that we all live in, right?
They scared a strong, powerful woman.
Do you think that is the reason why, one of the reasons why Kamala didn't win?
I'm that serious, and that's in my point of view, because if you really look at the history of Kamala, her history, like, oh my God, she's more than qualified. She's overly qualified.
Because she's you know what, one of the qualifications that she has is that she was what was she, the Attorney General in California? So
Yes.
she's aware of these practices that a lot of these corporations do. So let's break down one of Kamala's qualifications as Attorney General and what the Attorney General does.
And she was also a prosecutor.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about. And by her being a prosecutor, you know, that means that people may be afraid because she's aware of the ins and outs of what should be going on and what should not be going on. So the Attorney General actually represents the U.S. in legal matters generally and gives advice and opinions to the president and to the heads of executive departments of the government when so requested. Okay. In
my opinion, actually, if she would have won that, she could have turned it both ways, from the prosecutor side and the president side as a woman. But her, Michelle Obama, and Jasmine Crockett are the three most powerful that I look up to as a role model. Oh my God. When I say these three powerful women are powerful, they are powerful.
Yes, they are.
And the people are so scared to even vote these ladies in to the top. They scared.
In fear of what, says, like, Danielle, what do you think they are afraid of? Russ Rowe said Kamala was unimpressive. Miss Queen Baby said, Jennifer Daniel, I love God most. He said AB is a sin, not men. Thank God men are the leaders and not you. She's replying to something that Jennifer said. So Jennifer, I'm going to go back up here because I see there are a lot of comments. And like I said, I do appreciate anyone's comments. All that I ask is that you remain respectful while you are up here or commenting. If you are not, you will be booted off. So don't let you get you booted up out of here. Soapbox said I'd vote for Candace Owens. Will said the only female qualified to run would have been Tulsi Gabbard. Kamala isn't even close to Tulsi. Well, thank you for your comment, Will. And said pick a better woman. Love Smoke says, why can't Democrats just accept the fact that they failed their American people? Is it just the Democrats or is it the Republicans also? Do you think that we need a revamp of the entire Democrat and Republican Party? Because neither one of them are truly serving the American people like they have been voted in to do. None of them are. Because if they were, we would not have picked something like this for this particular election, everybody. But we can't see that. A lot of people can't see that. You know, Terminator said Trump's 48 hours are more than Kamala has done her whole term. Well, Terminator, I'm going to ask you this. Do you think that one of the challenges is that they weren't even allowing Kamala to be out in the open? Like they waited until it was like, oh, we have to react because the whole world has seen that our sitting president may not be able to even do another term. So now we have to race and put somebody in here because you do realize that she amassed the amount of votes that she did in less than 150 days. You do realize that, Terminator, that she was able to get that close in the election to Trump in less than 150 days. As a matter of fact, I think it was just a little over 120 days, if that, Terminator. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's all I'm saying. This man had years to prepare. Okay, he had years to prepare for this election. She had to race. Okay, she had to race and do collect money. She had to race and do fundraisers and all of this stuff, everybody. Keep that in mind while y'all coming on here, which I hate rhetoric. That's all I'm saying, Love Smokes. That's all I'm saying, and that's all I'm saying, Taurus Girl. That's all I'm saying, Michael, Gypsy, Blue Eyes, everyone who's on here. Dalton said it's something they cultural appropriated to match their ideals, and it's pathetic. That is what Dalton said. Mumru said, why does it have to be because she's a woman? Never she was the wrong woman. So some people on here are saying that Kamala was just the wrong woman, and if she was the right woman. So I'm assuming someone such as, let's see, Michelle Obama, you know, the queen, would be the right woman for some of you, but not Kamala. I wonder why you feel as if she was not the right woman, because what I noticed, everybody, is that we have this thing called the blame game. It is so easy for us to blame everyone else, right? Now they want to blame Kamala for what's been going on in with the Biden administration. If you listen to Fox News, they said the Harris-Biden administration, when in fact, keep in mind, everybody, we didn't even see Kamala out there until everyone, the world, saw that Biden was not going to be able to fulfill the duties as president if he were to win the next election. So we have to keep that in mind, everybody. Truth Doctor said the emotional state of women and how they reacted since the election is proof why she lost. Well, Truth Doctor, the emotional state of women is just how we are built. It does not mean we can't run anything. You do realize that women are actually coming in and fixing problems that a lot of men have already made for the world, yes. Right? The brokenness, okay, Danielle, the brokenness, all right? We gonna sit here and act like the men ain't the problem, like some men are not the problem of why this world looks like it is. And I'm saying the world, not even just here in America. I'm talking about the world, okay? We need more women at the top because we are natural nurturers, because we are emotional beings, because we can think with emotional intelligence, Truth Doctor. You need emotional intelligence as well, Truth Doctor. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right?
Absolutely, I agree.
Okay? So
I agree.
What's the problem? What's the problem, Taurus Girl? Crank said the 4B movement is hilarious. Well, Crank, is it hilarious because you were already a part of the 4B movement? Crank, I'm just asking. I'm just asking, the Mass Dunko. I'm just asking. Rush Rose said Kamala was unimpressive. I'm just asking. Eck said not against the woman president, just needs to be the right woman. I continue to see that she was not the right woman. So I would like to challenge all of you who thought that Kamala was not the right woman to tell me who the right woman would be. Who would be the right woman, Eck? Soapbox. A lot of people are on here saying that they support Candace Owens. Yeah, go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
I say, how y'all know if Kamala was not the right woman if you didn't even give her a chance
okay.
to be the right woman and show y'all the real deal.
That part. Didn't even give her a chance. Didn't even give her a chance, which is why this 4B movement should be powerful.
Not even 2 cents of a chance.
Yeah.
1 cent of a chance. 100% of a chance.
Okay. So Will is disagreeing. Will is saying that Kamala was qualified for what? If you asked her, she wouldn't answer that question either. Laugh out loud. Will, thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you so much for your opinion. Retro Mike is saying qualified, you lost your mind. So there's a lot of men on here. Since there's a lot of men on here saying that she wasn't qualified. Why are the men so against the women? Okay. Debbie Freeman said not really. They voted against her because she did not fix it. What was she supposed to fix, Debbie Freeman? Keep in mind that President Biden is the president. She is the vice president. Okay. And we did not even get a chance to see her. And one of the challenges with that, one of the reasons I believe we didn't get to see her is because America truly was not ready to have a Black vice president woman. That is why I think we didn't get to see her, y'all, if we're being honest.
It's not only that. If you think about it, Biden was the one that tried to run everything. He did not, in my opinion, he did not give Kamala half of the priorities to help run. Everything was Biden doing everything, in my opinion.
Hey, Big Mike, Grand Rising, everybody. Hey, love. I'm going to go back into some of these comments. So Jay is saying she was in control of the border. Look what happened. Was she really in control of the border, Jay? Tum 512 said, we've been quiet for 12 of the last 16 years, letting Democrats run a mockery of this country. Well, Tum 512, some of us do believe that. Some of us don't agree with everything that the Democrats are doing or the Republicans are doing. You must admit that. The challenge is that a lot of people, well, you know what? The challenge is that there's some people on the Republican side that are so fixated on keeping their position in the U.S. that they would crush someone else's dreams. They would crush someone else's soul. They would take away and rip away anybody else's ability to succeed and be successful in this country. That is the problem. That's the problem. It's not that someone's coming over here taking jobs. The problem is that there's been way too many people at the top that continue to crush the people that's at the bottom, keeping this country running. That's the problem. That's the problem. Well, thank you, Benito 220-210. I hope that he loves you too. And I hope that over the next 4 years, that whatever you voted for, Benito, is fulfilled. I hope that you get everything that you wanted. Mommy Joe said, I'm a woman. She was not qualified. Thank you so much for that, Mommy Joe. I wonder if Mommy Joe, that really is your opinion, or if that is based on the masculine energy that you've been around. I'm just asking. I really am just asking everybody. I'm not here to berate anyone or say that you should not have voted for anyone. I really am asking, because there's a lot of people, men and women, saying that she was not qualified, right? But he's qualified based on what? The 6 bankruptcies? He's qualified because he is, I'm trying to figure out why he's qualified.
He lost practically most of his hotels. The rate, oh my God, I can't even get it off my head. It was a couple of things that he just lost. He's a businessman, not a person to run this country.
Bam Fam is saying the problem is we need younger America, out with the old ways. Bam Fam, I'm going to leave that up there because that is one of the challenges this particular election had, because the young people were not out there voting. And unfortunately, the young people that did vote swayed toward Trump. I wonder that. I wonder why also, especially with things like student loans being ripped away and education just being so high right now, whether you are in elementary school, because a lot of people don't even want to put their kids in public schools because a lot of them are not doing what they are supposed to be doing. Okay. Gordo Jagger says she didn't impact the country with her supposed ingenious. If the VP don't do it, why would we need them for 4? Mommy Joe again said that she's a woman and she doesn't feel that she was qualified. Tum Tum said we've been quiet for 12 years. Jay said she was in control of the woman. A lot of people on here are saying Candace Owens. If you are not familiar with Candace Owens, look her up. Hey, sassy girl. They're saying border. She said she was over the border. That came out of her mouth. So they're saying that she was in charge of the border. Okay, she was in charge of the border. Sean Buckdog said, are y'all kidding? The Electoral College picked the president, not the popular vote. SP said, you are unburdened by what has been done. Listen, Benito 210, I wish you lots of luck. I wish you lots of luck. I really do. I wish you a lot of luck. Kale Bell said, thank God our men stood up and voted for Trump. Kale Bell, I wish you a lot of success as well. Nova said, we never saw our vice presidents. That's not true, Nova. When it was a male, you saw your vice presidents out there. You saw them going to different countries. You saw a lot more of them. They were out there front and center. Benito is continuing to say, our daddy Trump loves us. Ooh, Benito, with the name like Benito. I hope so. SP3376, you're triggered. No, I'm not triggered. I think SP3376, that this has actually made me more aware of what we are truly dealing with. Frisson said, at will, I voted for when I voted for Biden. I voted for her because she was one of the most qualified. Thank you so much for that, Frisson.
I agree with Deborah Gay 906. She said these men are fair of Carmella.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the same thing. Men and people in general are in fear of what women, strong, black, powerful women can do.
Mm-hmm.
In general.
Mm-hmm. Because they believe in their sick minds that we would try and annihilate them or reduce them or take away their rights and privileges, when in fact, no one's trying to do that at all. What people are trying to do is make sure that everyone has the same rights and privileges, and it does not matter what your skin tone is. Like, just because I have a melanated skin tone should not be a reason for me to have to live in certain areas. And this is something that we are dealing with right now. If you go to a place like Chicago, you can see it front and center. If you come to a place like Buffalo, New York, you can see it front and center, the segregation, and that was done for a reason. You see more and more people that look like me living in the inner city that is dilapidated, that is run down, that you need these different services. And then you have, listen, it's a lot. It's a lot, everybody. Rim 215 said Trump won't get over it. Truth Doctor said, as soon as you guys accept accountability that she was horrible, you can move forward. Truth Doctor, I feel that as soon as America accepts accountability for what a lot of these governmental bodies have done to the citizens, I think we will be better off. It's not just the Democrats. It's not. It's the entire political party. It all needs to be undone. There should not be just 2 political parties running, or seemingly. We have the working family. Nobody ever talks about that because it's been put in our mind that we only have the 2 political parties, and that's not true. It's not true at all. You know, I'm going back to what Bonita said. Bonita said Kamala was sent to negotiate peace with Russia, Ukraine. Days later, Russia invaded Ukraine.
That is true.
Yeah. But you can't be perfect, right, Jeff? Jeff said election too big to steal this time. We didn't even get into whether the election was stolen or not. She conceded. She said, you know what? This is what the American people said. She didn't do what Trump had done. She said, this is what the American people said, and this is what I have to deal with.
Well, my daughter, she told me something yesterday, and she was saying that Trump said it out his mouth that the election was rigged. So it's a possibility they gonna redo a count of them ballots, and it's a possibility that Kamala is the true winner, and she should have won. So, because my daughter, she's in the living room, she's asleep. I disturbed her.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
But she told me this yesterday, so I'm in prayer that they do recount that, because I really think that was rigged. In my opinion, I've been said it from day one. And y'all gotta remember, half of them ballots in them states got burnt up. The boxes got burnt up. So guess what? In my opinion, I really do believe in my heart that it was rigged and stuff. And they did a lot of corrupt things, illegal things. And this is my opinion.
And you know what, Danielle? Guess what? Even though all of that stuff may be true, Kamala still says, you know what? As of right now, you have been voted in. America has spoken. You are voted in. I hope, Danielle, that they are doing a thorough investigation. Even if they're doing it by a third-party vendor, I hope that they are, Jeffs, doing a thorough investigation. Even if it's not out in the open where the American people would realize that this is being done. MJ, Let's Play Mikey May said she was terrible. Chicago Mom said now that Trump has been elected as president, eggs are going to be $40. Listen, Chicago Mom, aren't they like 10 now? Aren't they like 10 now? Wigglesworth said we are going to make Trump king. You will have to kneel before king. Oh, Wigglesworth. God bless you, Wigglesworth. God bless you. God bless all of you. Colton said, you said you pray, but support Harris. Brian said that I am delusional. Kristen said, oh, so now it's rigged, but in 2020, it was not rigged. Bye. No, Christine. No one said it was rigged, but we said there is a potential possibility that it was rigged, Christine. And the other thing is you see that Kamala, just like the queen she is, with some class, she says, you know what, take that. You got that, Kristen. She ain't catch a hissy fist. She said, go ahead, you got that. Okay. They're saying we're delusional. I'm praying because I believe in a higher power, Colton. I believe in a higher power, Wigglesworth. Benito, listen, Benito 210. I don't know if you got Trump in your pocket or Trump. I don't know what is going on, but I hope that whatever it is, Cindy 420, that Benito 210 wants that Benito, because he's saying, Daddy. He calling him Daddy, y'all. He said, Daddy, you don't even know that your daddy, what your daddy Trump 100%. Oh my goodness, then you ain't had no Trump. I mean, you ain't had no. They're trying to remove you. Okay, Benito. Shy, you right. Trump is president. Sailor is saying that God has spoken. Listen, Chicago Mom, like you said, eggs are going to definitely going to be high. Everything's going to be high. C. Rod said Harris got 2% of the black vote in 2019. What are you talking about? New Dusher said, let me go back to your New Dusher said maybe she could tell us what happened to the 12 million votes that went from Biden. Listen, y'all. Truth Doctor said you still wouldn't accept it, meaning that we still wouldn't accept that Donald Trump has been elected as president-elect here in the U.S., that we still wouldn't accept it, but it would be the truth, and you would use an emotion instead of logic. Truth Doctor keeps going into the emotions that women have, but Truth Doctor doesn't realize that we need to be emotional beings, because when we become mothers to people like Truth Doctor, the mom has to be able to have the emotional intelligence to take care of the child. Truth Doctor.
That's right.
Okay. So when you talk about our emotions, it's like the Most High gave us all of these emotions so that we can love and care, because unfortunately, a lot of men, unfortunately, don't have that emotional part, so they don't give a F. And this is why we are here, y'all. Now, you can try and rebuke that all you want to, but at the end of the day, you look at the top of the hierarchy chain of this world, and it is heavy with the doggone testosterone, heavy with the testosterone. And that, I believe, Cindy and Danielle, is one of the reasons why we are here today. Truth Doctor. Okay. Grand rising to you, Cindy 420. Welcome up to the stage. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great this morning. I'm getting ready to go away for the weekend and not
Okay.
I just wanted to address a couple of the comments before I do leave.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, the border wall. Well, the Republicans and the Democrats came together, and after 4 times trying, they came up with a border wall bill. And Donald Trump called his MAGA friends in Congress and told them not to bring that bill to the floor and not to pass it, because that's what he wanted to run on. Number 2, addressing Kamala Harris not doing anything about the border wall. I think some people need to take civics class again, because that is not the job of the vice president. She has very limited power as a vice president, and most people don't know that. And you want to talk about economics a little bit. Well, all of the tariffs, people don't understand how tariffs work.
Mm-hmm. And we are looking at, Cindy, we are looking at about 10% tacked, a 10% additional tacked on as far as tariffs. That's what we are facing right now.
Right, because when you impose a tariff on another country, and the company in our country has to purchase that stuff from that other country, say China raises the price on the goods that our country is buying. And of course, because those companies don't want to share their profits with us, they end up charging us more. All these companies right now are purchasing a whole year or two's worth of products from other countries now before he gets in office, and the other tariffs are imposed because they don't want to raise prices. So, I mean, Google's free, everybody. Absolutely. And all you have to do, everybody's so quick to type on the keyboard and, throw trash and misinformation around. But why don't you try typing in Google, and, you can learn a lot for yourselves.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if Trump goes with his plan and he raises with his tariff plan, the prices are going to go higher. Prices are going to go higher, everybody.
The only solace, the only piece that I take out of this election is they're going to have to suffer the same consequences.
Mm-hmm.
And when they do, and they start crying, we can sit back with a grin on our face and say, well, you voted it in. Now you can deal with it for 4 years.
Now deal with it. Now deal with it. Bam Fam is saying the old ways is all about racism in America, and I'm tired of it. What we need to be focused on is our goal is generational wealth, and that continues to be the consensus, is that, at the end of the day, this is who has been voted in for president, and we just need to focus on getting the wealth that we need to make sure that we are okay, because we can't depend on anyone other than us ourselves to take care of us. So he said we need to focus on, as our people, is generational wealth and growing our own vegetables, our food. Okay. I was all on TikTok yesterday looking at gardens and what I need to be doing, because listen, how many doggone recalls was it on food this year alone?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
So I'm going to drop out and enjoy my weekend.
Enjoy your weekend, Cindy. Thank you so much.
I will see you Monday, Vette.
Yes, thank you, love. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Love on those beautiful grandbabies that you have, and I appreciate you for coming back.
Safe travel, Cindy. Thank you, Danelle.
Hey, Yaya Boo, Grand Rising to you, love. Appreciate you for coming in this morning and doing what it is that you do. Scuba said misinformation. Now we have Mwaha. A lot of people don't agree. We were talking about the 4B movement. If you missed that and what the 4B movement is, I actually have another video that I want to play for you all. So I'm going to get right into it. Let me just get into my save video so that we can play this. We're going to continue talking about the 4B movement, everybody. Scuba is saying that we have a lot of misinformation on both sides, Scuba. Keep that in mind. On both sides, there was a lot of misinformation, and that too, everybody, has been the issue because we had a lot of misinformation. Okay. Vincent said, why won't you talk about the 150 terrorist term Trump had in his first term? User 712 said, are kids going to be safe at school? Are the kids going to be safe at school? That too. She's talking about the Pow Pow violence, or user 7112 is talking about the Pow Pow violence. Vintage is saying, why won't we talk about the 150 tariffs Trump had in his first term? Some of them are saying that they can't wait for RFK. They're talking about Robert F. Kennedy. What is that going to look like for some of us, y'all? What is that going to look like is the question, you know?
His whole family is mad at him. He turned Trump.
Mm-hmm.
The whole Kennedy family turned on him.
Listen. The Truth Doctor said the Koch Democrat group wants to indoctrinate children, not educate them. Is that what's going on? Is that what is going on? Let's get into this 4B movement, everybody. Big Mike said, morning, morning. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Hey, Baked Dude. Hey, Dree. The Amethyst said, you sure men were not done with you? Just saying. It may be the Amethyst Rock Shop. It may be, but we are still talking about 4B. Miha said, hey, y'all lost. Trump is the president in the U.S. Kamala, you are fired. You know we are going to get some Trumpsters on here. That's all right, Positivity. It doesn't matter. Hey, Karma, good morning to you. Shazi said, look at the suffrage movement. Boy Mom said, and the Waltz family turned Trump. So that doesn't matter. People vote what is best for them. Boy Mom, you are absolutely right. And that is what happened. What I believe happened in this election. People voted for what they felt would matter to them, Brenda Pittman Moore. We lived through the Biden S. We're going to be just fine. Thank you so much, Brenda, for coming on this morning. Taurus Girl, thank you for following people. Boy Mom said 100%. Blaine said, aren't y'all tired of not having health food choices? You're mad, stay mad, said 90 years old, still holding grudges. Venture said we need to stop having people who fail economics on and talk about it. Thank you so much for your opinion, Vintage. Any substance to this live, Cletus? Well, Cletus, why don't you stay and bring some substance if you believe some is missing from this live? So we are going to continue, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and play this video. And make sure if you are tuned in via Green Links Media, you stay right where you at, because the morning show podcast will be on starting at 10 a.m. this morning. And while you are on Green Links Media, hit that button and subscribe to our channel. That way we are building this audience. And tell a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that you are live on with Green Links Media. And this is the Vet Green Show, everyone. Hit that subscribe button. Let me play this video.
Like, I full on removed myself from Hinge, Bumble, like I full on.
One moment, y'all. If you are live with us on Green Links, then you can see the video. If you are live with us on TikTok, then you have to listen in. I just need to put a screen on here, everybody, because it gets real. Let me play this video. And this video is of some women who are saying that they are now raising their hand and saying that I am going to be a part of the 4B movement, everybody.
Like, I full on removed myself from Hinge, Bumble. Like, I didn't even think twice about it. There's no way I am letting any man near me.
That's what's being said. Diane said Trump
For the
told
next
them
4
what they
years,
want to hear.
I
Period.
am going to abstain from schmex with men. And funny enough, I actually just broke up with my boyfriend.
So what's being said is that the trend took off in the U.S. on TikTok, right here on TikTok, after President-elect Donald Trump's win, with many women going as far as shaving their head and cutting their hair to signify their vow. Edie Kane, yeah, boo. Can you believe it? What is 4B for Liberty said? I'm going to do a quick review of what 4B. So we talked about this a little bit early for Liberty Girl. And if anyone else would like to know additional information, go to Green Links Media, start at the beginning of this video that we are doing right now, the name of this particular show, and you will get more information. But just a quick overview. 4B is actually a radical feminist movement that was started in South Korea. We talked about this in 2019. In response, the 4 actually relates to what they're saying that they aren't going to do. And they're saying they aren't going to date men. Okay. These women are saying that they aren't getting married. They aren't going to be sleeping with these men. And they're definitely not trying to have their babies. Okay. That is what the 4B movement is about. And what happened here recently in the U.S. is that a lot of women in the U.S. are signing up and saying, you know what? I'm signing up too. I'm signing up too. So let's continue with this video.
Ain't no way in hell I'm leaving my man. I'm not here to judge anybody doing.
Now, this particular portion is women saying, which a lot of you, hey, baby, thank you so much for the gifts, which a lot of you also may be feeling that you too do not want to be a part of this 4B movement. And you're like, oh no, I'm not leaving my man. Grand Rising to you, love. We are talking about the 4B movement today, and how some women are saying that they are no longer dating because Trump is in office. They are no longer sleeping with their men. They're not having their babies, y'all. They say they're not playing around, and they're definitely not dating them. That is what we are talking about today. Here is the scenario where some women are saying, you know what, like this lady said, I ain't leaving my man. Like, it is not that serious. I ain't leaving my man. So let's continue this conversation, everybody. And I want to know what all of you think about. KB said, they're so silly. Clemson said, thank you, liberals, for finally being responsible. Alex Murphy said, why can't liberals just identify Kamala as winning the presidency? Alex Murphy, a lot of people are feeling like that. Carbon Logic said, this is awesome. Pave your own streets. Fix your own cars. Depend on your own selves. I agree with you there, Carbon Logic. And I'm sure a lot of people are probably agreeing with you. Hey, fella, Grand Rising to you this morning. John Fillmore said, you don't have to worry. No one wants you. John Fillmore, you're up here trying to push hate. I'm wondering if that's the reason why, because no one wants you. Okay. Wigglesworth said, all you have to do is bow down before the Trumpster. Woo, Wigglesworth, I pray for you, Wigglesworth. I pray for you. Okay, I'm about to play the video right now. Bam Fam said, salute to you, Big Mike. I'm about to continue playing this. I got to block it a little bit, Bam Fam, because I got a copyright the other day. And I'm like, you know what? I just got to start blocking the videos and playing the audio only. So let's continue with this conversation. I just want to make sure that all of you that are on here has a great understanding of what this 4B movement is, because I have a feeling that it's going to continue to grow. And I'm wondering if it's going to grow more. Which demographic? You know, is it going to be the 18 to 25 or where is it growing? I know a lot of people my age that's already abstaining because it's like these men just ain't acting right. So a lot of women are already abstaining.
Ain't no way in hell I'm leaving my man.
Honey said, ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm leaving my man.
I'm not here to judge anybody doing this 4B movement, but telling people to divorce their husbands is crazy.
So what it is saying here, and this is brought to you all by the New York Post. It says the country's president on South Korea, Yoon Suk Yeol, said in 2021 the feminist movements were blocking healthy relationships between men and women in the nation. Do you believe that this was blocking healthy relationships, everybody? Because women said, you know what, I'm taking my power back and I don't want to be involved. If this is what men are choosing for themselves, well, this is what I am choosing for myself. Bam, fam. This is what they are saying. Okay. Big Mike said that is crazy. Listen, it's happening. Okay. Fort Liberty said, what is the purpose? I feel, Fort Liberty, that some women are feeling like, you know what? All of my rights are already being taken away. This is something that they can't take away from me. My right to choose who I decide to date, my right to choose who I sleep with, my right to choose whether I want to have kids or not. You saw videos of some women going to get the IUD in. Who was that? Let me pull it up on Instagram. Like, and listen, I want to caution any woman that can have a baby, go on and get your birth control. Like, for real, for real. Go on and get your birth control. Don't be out here playing. Don't be out here risking sepsis or anything like that. Don't be out here risking your life because it's top heavy with the testosterone with the people that's, you know, running this country. Do not play around. If you are somebody who don't like the birth control and all of that, they have IUDs and all of that out there. Go on and do something about it seriously. Okay. Sher said, Leslie, pray the baby is formed in the right tube. So Sher must be reporting, saying something that Leslie talked about, because you do realize, Leslie, that even with tubal pregnancies, that the woman would not be able to have a procedure done so that she could possibly save her life, because a tubal pregnancy can kill a woman. And you do understand, Leslie, that even with that the woman could not get help, and that there are women who have developed sepsis and died because they were unable to get help. These are the challenges that we're facing right now, everybody. These are the challenges that we are facing. Okay. Dawn Downer is laughing. Minnie said men don't date liberals anyway. Big Mike said, salute to all my brothers in Buffalo. And Nirac said, that's for YT women. Trump wants YT babies. Yeah, they do. It's not just Trump that wants these babies, Nirac. You can go back to an episode that we did earlier on the VETTE Green Show, and we talked about one of the reasons why there's a push for women to not get rid of babies, because right now what America looks like is not what America did look like. And unfortunately, there are people here in this country that are afraid that their rights and their, what do you call it? When people have certain not rights, what do you call it, Big Mike? What am I thinking about? When you just based on the color of your skin, you can just get into places. You can go and buy houses. You don't have to worry about calling an appraiser for your house and having to put photos of white people up, because if you have photos of your family and they look melanated, then the appraiser is definitely going to reduce the amount that your house should be. So these are real issues that people that look like me are facing, and this has been an ongoing issue here in America, and that is what a lot of people have been fighting against. Archangel said that it solves. Say that again.
It sounds like some backwards affirmative action.
Yeah.
This is backwards.
Archangel. I mean, it feels like we are going backwards when we think about what's going on right now. You know, Sarah said, if a woman doesn't want to marry a man, then don't. Same goes with having children. Blessed be the name is quoting some Bible verses. Steelers fan said, laugh out loud, everyone has to get their house appraised. That is true, Steelers fan 156. But the challenge is that what's been going on is that if you are melanated or a person of color, if you are getting your house appraised, these appraisers have been appraising it for a lot less. You can do a simple internet search and you can see where there's some instances that where this was done and it was actually caught on video. Steelers fan 156.
Yeah,
And
that's true. That's true too. And you also have to go through a HOA to be approved to even be living in that area. Why should you have to go through a homeowners association? So that's a group of people saying you can actually live there. They can stop the sale of your house. They can even stop the visitation of you even viewing the house.
And you're talking about based on the color of your skin.
Yeah. There you go. I mean, we kind of like listening to what's going on at the top, White House on down. We're not actually paying attention to what's going on with us.
Aylin said, is speaking to something Felicia said. Felicia Washington, exactly. It will be seen now. They will learn the hard way up front. So let me go and see what Felicia had said. Yes, white privilege. Thank you, It's Girl D716. That is the word that I was looking for. The privilege. Yes. Hey, DJ Mario. Yes, the privilege. The privilege. Tony said, I had an ectopic pregnancy, almost unlifed, and there was never a question of my health care. Tony, that is the issue right now, that if you have an ectopic pregnancy and you are in a state where abortion is illegal, you may potentially not make it. It's the privilege. It's the privilege. Yes, you can't think of it because it's a lie, Blueberry. Well, I'm sure if it's a lie for you, that means that you have possibly, Blueberry, been living in that privilege. B. Angie said birth rates are continuing to decline. Felicia Washington said, for all those saying she is spreading false information, you will see in time. Wake the H up. Thank you, Felicia Washington. And thank you, everybody who is joining us today. This is the VETTE GREEN Show. We are here normally live every Monday through Friday, beginning at 9 a.m. Hit that link in my bio and make sure you subscribe to Green Links Media, because once the live is off of TikTok, it is off of TikTok. You will not be able to go back and rewatch this unless you have subscribed to Green Links Media, or at least headed over there and took a little peek. Even though I know some of y'all head over there and take a little peek, but you don't want to hit the subscribe button. But if you hit that subscribe button, you won't have to go searching. It's going to let you know VETTE GREEN is live. Fort Liberty girl, I appreciate you for continuing to ride with us, even though you do not agree with what is being said on here. I do appreciate that you are still here with us. So moving on, everybody. Yes, it is that privilege that I am talking about. It is that privilege that they are fighting for. And I'm talking about the racists. I'm talking about the people that have been standing on people's necks just because they do not look like them. Kristen and James said, yes, yes, yes. User 372 said, yes, before. She's talking about 4B is a great idea, reproducing only Republican babies. In 18 years, Democrats will never win. Some of y'all, we definitely gonna have to pray for, because the hate is real. Our Kai said, not true. Surgery is legal before abortions are still legal. Our do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. Fort Liberty is saying, what rights and privileges do you not have? Fort Liberty, come on now. I know it has to be explained to some people, because unless you experience it, you won't be able to begin to understand it. But Fort Liberty homegirl Vanessa, unfortunately, when I walk into a store, just because of this beautiful melanated skin that I have, you know, I may be somebody may decide that they want to walk behind me for fear that I may steal something, Fort Liberty. But when you walk into a store, they will probably let you walk into a store, boost some things, walk out, and at the same time, they're following me. But you are the one that's boosting, Fort Liberty. That is the privilege that I am talking about today, Fort Liberty. I'm talking about the privilege that a lot of people have, that you can go into a bank and you can get a loan. You can go into a neighborhood and you can buy a home wherever you choose. Fort Liberty, that is the privilege that I am talking about today. And it's real. Fort Liberty, but unfortunately, because we walk in two different pairs of shoes, you will never begin to understand, overstand, or even understand the challenges that people with this beautiful melanated skin have in this beautiful place called America. That's all I'm saying, Fort Liberty. Come on with it, everybody. And make sure you stay on, because we are going to be having the morning show podcast where we have a special guest. My bro has a special guest, but you need to be tuned into Green Links Media in order to see it. So let me get into some of these messages, because I'm going to be closing it down. User 482 talking about my earrings. Are they not banging? Are they not banging? Goodfella said, clearly I am not married and will never get married with this mindset. Ooh, wait. Gregory Mullen said, how about you stop playing victim and be a part of the solution? Gregory, that is why I am up here today, because the Vette Green Show and Green Links Media will most definitely be a part of the solution. And there is no victim mentality. Kristen and James. Kristen said, victim mentality will never get ahead. Keep pushing race theory. KB said, you are beautiful. Go about your life. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Big Mike. Okay. All right. Who hurt me? Good fella Busy is saying, I guess I have to be hurt in order to join the 4B movement, or even talk about the 4B movement, or even talk about the lunacy that is what happened this past Tuesday as far as this election. I have to be a hurt woman up here. I have to be playing victim up here just to use my voice. That is what is being said. Well, we all have our mindsets. World's Worst Golfer said, I think you're very delusional and confused. And that's all right, World's Worst Golfer. We all have a right to our opinion. And I appreciate you coming on here, stopping by the Vette Green Show and giving us our opinion. Okay. Leslie said, respectfully, can you still even reproduce? Leslie, I can't, but God blessed me with 6 beautiful children. Thank you, God. Respectfully, Leslie, I have children that can hopefully reproduce. I have family members and friends, and I'm even thinking about some of you that are on here that can still reproduce and may have challenges if, God forbid, you have an ectopic pregnancy in one of those states that do not allow you to end a pregnancy. Leslie, I hope that helps. Thank you, United Creation. Purpose Driven said Kamala's at a dance party with Beyonce. Possibly. KB said, look at the demo of who voted. Red kills your theories. Chelsea Jones says she's talking about real concerns. Educate. Good fella is saying, do I want attention? No, honey, but I think you want attention. That's why you keep coming in my live and continuing to have a conversation. And that is all right, because I know some people, they get up and they aren't able to fight the demons that try and reduce us to these menial people, so that we want to get on here and bring other people into our herd. And that's okay, because I am covered. Okay. I am covered. I wouldn't be able to do this if I was not covered in the armor of God. So you can come on here with your hate rhetoric all you want. It's not going to penetrate what God has placed inside of me. Okay. It's just not going to do it. You can try it all you want to, but I'm going to continue to smile, and I'm going to continue to talk about the things that really, really matter, because there's a lot of people hurting today. There's a lot of people wondering what their lives is going to look like over the next 4 years. There's a lot of people that's going to be struggling in the next couple of years. And unfortunately, it's because there's a war on us. Okay. Thank you, Greg. I'm glad that you love my hat. 5 separate they talking about welfare checks. Can you send me one, please? Shenanigans said that we are lying to the people. Okay. We are lying to the people. Phelan said the removal of an ectopic pregnancy is called a salpinectomy, and it's not illegal in any state. Fallon, you need to do your research. KB said all states care for ectopic pregnancies. They are not abortion. This is misinformation. Aylin said it will be a Trump supporters that suffer too. True. The policies will hurt them. True, Aylin. Exactly, Aylin. It's going to be the people, the seemingly middle class people that are hurt. The same ones that are hurting right now. But because I can relate to you, because we have the same color skin, I'm going to vote for you, even though I'm voting against my best interest, even though I have been suffering, even though I know I am not going to make $400,000. And that's where the tax cuts are going to begin. I'm still going to vote for you. I'm going to support you. I'm going to support you. Hey, best friend. Kristen and James said, just because Kamala said so does not make it so. He is not banning abortion. Kristen and James, you are correct. It is the states that are banning abortion. It's the states. Will Pitt said, would have went to war if Kamala got in. Are we not at war right now, Will Pitt? Are there not countries around us warring just because America has not officially said they are in it? Are you not afraid that we are potentially going to be a part of World War III? I am. I'm afraid that we have someone who can catch a hissy fit and potentially pull the trigger on something that will annihilate other countries. And then what do you think is going to happen? That scares me. I don't know about y'all, but that's what scares me. World's Worst Golfer said the silenced minority was tired of the left wing and we stood up and had enough. World's Worst Golfer, you are absolutely right. I'm sure of that. But at what cost is the question. But at what cost, everybody? Lisa Ramp said all states. Let me go back to what Lisa said so I can get this. And thank you again to everybody for tuning in. I do appreciate you. We will be ending this live in a few minutes to get ready for the morning show podcast. Make sure you stay tuned. They're saying abortion is held at state level. Heavy 6619. We talked about that. Yes, it is. Elisa said, oh, heavens, get a grip and educate yourself. That is what we are doing, Elisa. Megan said the left had 4 years to listen, but they screamed and name called us. Have a good day. I followed you. Thank you so much, Aylin. I appreciate you. Hey, Megan, grand rising to you. That guy 4610 said, agreed, everybody. Facebook said, when you are mixed, it's even harder on both sides. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And we talked about that as well yesterday, that it is going to be difficult, even more so for people who are mixed race, because it was already hard for a lot of people. Kevin 77 King, thank you so much for joining us today. Big Mike said, who were the biggest jumpers for Trump before? I know the father didn't get any Father's Day cards. And yes, we are willing to have the conversation, everybody. Thank you, everybody that is following. Crystal is saying that these comments are sad. Trump has these people thinking he is God. Crystal, that is so true. But and unfortunately, it is the uneducated mass that are thinking like this. Kristen and James saying no, it's not. That they don't think that Trump is God. Return of the Jedi Jig is saying, Kristen said, I'm educated. Okay. But there are some Kristen and James that you know that are not educated, and they think that Trump is going to come and save the day for them when they really have just been getting by the white privilege of their skin, and they are doing just as bad as a lot of us. You know, user 568 said, did you hear that FEMA told workers to skip Trump supporter houses when releasing hurricane relief? No, I didn't hear that, but I'll definitely look more into that. Mr. Patriarch said, can you explain the definition of educated? Well, to me, educated does not mean getting a formal education. Educated means growing your mindset and looking beyond what it is that you have been conditioned to believe. That's educated to me. A lot of people only know what is going on in their neighborhood and based on the people that they are around. So if you've never left your neighborhood, if you've never left your state, if you never dealt with anyone or experienced anyone other than the people that you've always been around, then to me, you're lacking. It's life education for me, Mr. Patriarch. It's life education for me. Enrique's saying you lost. Bobby Sue Gentry said you can spend $100,000 on a degree, but if you believe the lies on TV, then you wasted that money. Miss Johnson said that part. Okay. Hey, Brenda Davis, thank you so much for tuning in this morning. Megan said, I guess you realize, let me go back to what Megan said. I guess you realize now it's our country too. Megan, no one ever said that it was not our country. Megan, you do realize that. Megan, do some research, Megan, because I believe that the people that built this country have a better right to say it's my country. It's my grandparents' country. It's my great-grandparents' country. It's my auntie and my uncle country, because they are the ones that built it, Megan. That's all I'm saying. Kristen and James said, I'm smart because I was Democrats and I started researching why Planned Parenthood was made. That's a good thing, because it wasn't even made for people that look like me, Kristen. It wasn't. It wasn't. And what's even crazier is that we're fighting for something that affects us, but it really is not. That's not why they put the laws in place, Kristen. You do know that. And I hope that if you are able to have babies and if you have an unwanted pregnancy, Kristen, that you get the help that you need. I hope that if that law is placed in the state that you're in, that you are not affected, Kristen, because some women are going to be affected, Kristen. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Michael Dolo said she was a plant, referring to Kamala, that she was a plant and was against the First and Second Amendments. So nope. All right. World's Worst Golfer said, when you say uneducated, please explain. Well, I just explained that. I wasn't talking about a formal education. I'm talking about life education, okay? Wanting a better living, better wages, better healthcare is something, World's Worst Golfer, is something that everybody wants. But World's Worst Golfer, unfortunately, World's Worst Golfer, there's been some privilege in this country that continues to be a privilege, and it is called white. And if you don't have that privilege, unfortunately, World's Worst Golfer, you are probably in a hellified predicament right now, World's Worst Golfer. So we are going to end this live right now. I appreciate all of you for joining me. Go ahead, in my bio, hit that YouTube link. Make sure you subscribe to Green Links Media. We will be back here at 10 a.m. in about 10 minutes. So go and get your snack. Like Wendy say, go and get you a snack and come back. We will be here for the morning show podcast. We have a very, very special guest. My bro Franklin will be on, the Overlooked Joker MC. He will be on with a very special guest. So make sure you tune in, everybody. Stay right here. Stay where you at. We will be coming right back. I love y'all long live. We hope you enjoyed the show. This is a Green Links Media production, and we thank you for watching. We are here every Monday through Friday, beginning at 9 a.m. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell while you're at it. Love you long life. Love you long life. We will be back in 10 minutes. 10 minutes, y'all. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
I just like the sound of it.
Man, I can't calm down, it's only up from here. I can't shake this high off, yeah, I know it's real. When I'm seeing two people tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. I'm fading in the spirit, my vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy, I'm fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurry, I'm feeling kinda woozy. Yeah, come on, Jesus Christ, tell me what's the deal. I'm feeling kinda dizzy, and ain't pop the pill. I'm high on cloud nine, and I'm feeling fine. And ain't the only one who want it, no cockabine. I'm feeling faded, and it feel real good to me. What's the secret? Tell me what you do to me. I'm high in the spirit, feeling real woozy. I'm feeling like David, tell him get
I'm high though, off that Christ though, going psycho. I run around you 3 times like a trilogy. Eating up is word to give me energy. Tell the filthy devil, get up off of me. Say you gotta pay, ain't nothing for free.
Can't come down, it's only up from here. I can shake this high off, yeah, I know it's real. When I'm seeing two people tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. Fading in the spirit.
Yeah,
My
this is kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy.
fading in the spirit.
Yeah, this is kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. Even to another top spot is up for grabs, bro.
I just like the sound.
Mid was native, so I never lack. Got my numbers up like Chicago be doing with the tax, though. Hype it, I ain't smoking on the wax, yeah. Man, I can't deny it, got a sober mind, yeah. Fire in my eyes, different kind of high. Mask off, Mick Foley, I'm a Russell with the trophies. Low-key Kobe, wave emojis till I get a flood of rolling, yeah. All of my homies, they flex, yeah. I'm still when I throw up the set, and then they invested a check, and I came out of prayer, you see the effects. Educated and intelligent, baby, I'm solid, but can't get ahead of it. Homie, it's evident, I got the evidence, one different presidents, up the veterans. You see all the demons had him up against. Jesus came to my defense. Highly favored, they don't need to choose me. Make us sway with the vibes, that's a movement.
Can't come down, it's only up from here. I can shake this high off, yeah, I know it's real. When I'm seeing two people tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. Fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. I'm fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy.
I just like the sound of it.
We hope you enjoyed the show. This is a Green Links Media production, and we thank you for watching. We are here every Monday through Friday beginning at 9 a.m. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell while you're at it. Love you long life.